Yes, good evening, everybody, and welcome to the lands of Aecathan. If you were watching the timer and going, hey, wait a minute, yeah, we had issues, but we think we've got them worked out now.
Who doesn't have issues, right?
It's so funny. We have issues. Those issues have been going on for decades.
I mean,
I don't know how you solved them tonight, but...
Well, I solved the most recent one.
Telling us to shut up so we could go on.
No, just there are two programs that we use to broadcast, and if I start one first, the other one refuses to access the camera.
Yes.
And I always forget that.
Yes.
So it's annoying.
It totes does.
Yes.
But we're here now.
Yes.
Your time like the president.
I thought I would do something a little bit different tonight in terms of, like, at the beginning of the show, because we always talk about this at the end of the show, but in case people don't hang around till the very end, I'd like to tell you about the other stuff we do here on Artifacts Worldswide.
Right.
We have 4 live shows a week. I'm looking at maybe one more. I don't know. Because apparently...
Y'all just looked at Jeff.
Apparently, Ark is very popular, and...
What's Ark?
The dinosaur game that I've been playing.
That one.
Last night I died like 6 times.
There's a dinosaur.
Feel free to play that on Wednesday by yourself.
It's a sandbox game. You get plunked down on an island full of dinosaurs.
And they
Are
eat
you a dinosaur or are you a
No,
person?
you're a person.
You're a human with very little clothing.
Yeah, you
and
basically
no tools
start
or
off.
anything.
You start off with a bikini. Whatever gender you are is what type of bikini you have, and that's it.
And you have to just escape, like survive,
Yes.
run away from the dinosaurs?
Or not.
Yes.
Like last
well,
night.
you have to build stuff. You have to like gather wood and flint and stone and fiber from plants and hide from animals that you can kill.
You're liking this. It's like bringing like Land of the Lost memories.
Yes.
Right?
Oh my God.
Yes.
It
And
just hit the nail on the head.
There are even pylons.
There you go.
God.
There are no slee stack, however, at least
No
not that I
Sleestack.
found so far. But I'm
There's
hopeful.
no Enoch?
Nope.
feel
But I've
free
gotten
to
far
play-
enough that I have a very nice 3-story wooden house with a
dinosaur's
forge,
gonna step on that dude.
with a forge and a smithy, and I had to kill the brontosaurus that I tamed because he kept slamming into the house.
As one does when you're a brontosaurus.
Right.
And
But-
now he has brontosauric steak for years.
That's true. That's true. Well, the problem is that meat goes
It'll go
bad.
rotten.
Oh.
And
You don't have a
then-
refrigerator.
I'm not there
They
yet.
have this thing now. It's called jerky.
Yeah.
I feel
I'm-
kind of like
I'm
this
not
is
there
like
yet
a
either,
cross
but-
between like Land of the Lost and Gilligan's Island because you're the professor. Like you're gonna be
So,
making stuff out of coconuts.
Yeah.
And
Just want to say you don't have to do another night. Just do it on Wednesdays, and you can play all by yourself
Oh no.
on Wednesdays.
Oh no. No. Wednesdays is Jeff and Nikki play superhero night.
I'm sorry. Did you think you were getting out of that? That's funny.
Apparently the fuck not.
I'll tell Mike to hurry his ass for covering.
That's,
Okay, Nick?
Never
that's
mind.
the most. That's some of the most fun I have every week.
Oh,
Dot, dot, dot.
guilt.
Can't guilt me.
Yeah, she's
So-
Catholic. She's immune.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
She's a recovering Catholic.
Yes.
She's immune.
So, yes.
Still immune.
But so on Sundays, we have this program called Board Remotely, which comes on at 3 p.m. Eastern U.S. time. All these times are Eastern U.S. in case I forget to mention it. And every other week, it's Nikki and I playing Neverwinter. On the off weeks, it's whatever Nikki wants to play. So it's been
Lady's choice.
Hearthstone, could be World of Warcraft, which I think would be very popular.
Wow.
Could be decorating houses.
Could be decorating
Could be.
houses, yes.
I haven't decided.
Can you decorate houses in WoW? Asking for a friend.
No.
No.
I would totally play WoW if you could decorate houses.
I can decorate my house. I can decorate my house in Ark. I have alpha raptor skulls on my wall. So So,
You can create bases in City of Heroes.
Pull the Jurassic Park back, man.
oh yes, we have a supergroup base. We have a supergroup and a functioning base. We go there to level up, and we haven't really used the teleporters much yet, but we're going to.
Does that make you the ace of base?
No.
Okay.
No. we are about all your base are belong to us level.
Oh, okay.
So, which is now so old. It's so sad. Anyway, Monday night, it's Nikki and Pam on player chat.
That's what the hell you'll get.
Just two crazy women
Chatting.
talking about whatever the hell.
We're not
they
talking
think.
about their sanity. That's not nice.
No, I'm saying they get a little crazy.
Oh.
Okay.
Because
That's
there is
different.
there is some major dice love that goes on. Sometimes they talk about this game, sometimes they don't. Sometimes they're afraid I'm watching, so they don't say anything.
We try not
We're
to
not
give him
wrong.
ideas of how to kill us in this game.
Right, I don't.
We're
need
not
any,
wrong.
I don't need any help there. I've got plenty of ideas.
We just hang out for an hour and talk
We're two
about
wild
whatever
and crazy
comes
kids.
to our mind. Sometimes it's planned, sometimes it's not.
Right,
Um,
mostly
Most of
it's
the time
not.
It's not.
it's well, we know we're going to talk about gaming. That's a plan.
At some
And
point.
sometimes we talk about gaming most of the time,
Mm-hmm.
or half the
that's
time. Or something.
7:30 p.m. Eastern U.S. time. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, everything starts at 7:30. So Tuesdays it's this show, obviously, and Wednesdays, it used to be GM chat, but my co-host is ignoring me. So
Oh wow!
You know, I'm learning a lot about you right now.
She's
I
OP.
think you're lucky Annette's in a different city at the moment. She might walk in there and smack you.
yeah.
I know.
It's
I might
happened
walk
before.
over there and smack you in a
That's-
hot
She's
minute.
not ignoring me.
No, he's not. And so, yes, I'm jealous. But in the meantime, we're doing something which I've called GM Chat Intermezzo, which is where we're playing different games. We were playing Defiance 2050 for a little while because that's one of the games on our list that we're trying to choose for our permanent game on board remotely on Sundays. But I've seen lots of people playing my favorite superhero game and streaming it, and so got access to a server that doesn't care if we stream, and so we've been actually playing City of Heroes. Huh. And apparently there is a massive high-end graphic card shortage at the moment. And so I should mention this. City of Heroes came out in 2004. So the graphic demands for that game are teeny. And it still looks good. This many years later, 17 years later, it still looks good. So, just a thought. If you're looking for something to play and you're having trouble getting your higher graphics card, well, there's an option. So,
And if you can't find the game, we know a guy.
yes. Yes. Really, all you have to do is just go online
Google.
and look it up. It doesn't,
There's some public servers out there.
yeah, doesn't take much. Just look up City of Heroes and you're going to see places like Homecoming and Sanctuary and let's see, I'm trying to think. There's something about cake.
And
Like
we know
cake.
a guy.
Yes. There's something like
Bread? I like bread.
we like cake. I don't know.
Cake.
I'd have to pull up my stuff to look.
Google is your friend, friends.
Sanctuary.
Get out your
Rebirth.
Googler and tap in City of Heroes, and you'll find
Right.
it.
Well, it'll direct you to a non-existent town in Rhode Island, but yeah. So don't use Google Earth. Just use Google. But
Yeah,
anyway,
your Googler.
oh,
not
Google
Google.
Earth. Okay, I thought you said Google Earth. I was like,
Get out your Googler and search for it.
You know, this is a Googler.
That's a Googler. It's gonna be a night, Jeff. I got sleep. I've got caffeine.
I have caffeine, not enough sleep, so
All right.
You called me
Oh.
crazy. Here it is.
That's fine.
I'll show you crazy.
Call me crazy one more time.
There we go. And we just disconnected.
Oh,
yeah.
but we were so funny.
And
Okay, Mom.
now we're back.
Oh.
All right. So anyway,
I'm eating popcorn.
yeah. Looks like it's going to be one of those nights where we get dropped periodically, so just bear with us. We'll always come back. So, all right. So that's our schedule for the week. And keep your eye on our social media. We're on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram as Artifacts Worldswide. You can also go to our website, artifactsworldswide.com. Find out lots more information there. So anyway, yeah. Lots of stuff going on here on this particular channel. And so, we should probably go ahead and get to the actual game, because there's stuff. Tonight, there could be stuff.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, yeah. So, at this point, let me welcome you officially back to the lands of Aecathan. Welcome back. All right. So let's see how much I remember from last week.
I've got notes.
Okay. Last week began with Aribelle, Tasha, and Zorith returning to the Shouting Pirate to continue sort of hiding out so they wouldn't be drafted. But they had sent Captain Warbender back to the Lord Mayor and the generals of the army with permission to alert them to the fact that he had actually been in contact with you. While you were waiting, you had a visitor. You had a nice little chat with the S of X, the head of the Airmoth Thieves Guild.
Who Pam doesn't like. And so by proxy, neither does Aribelle. But that's okay.
She's allowed.
Yep, she's allowed.
And while Viessa was there, she actually was able to contact Araman briefly. So Zorith and Araman got to speak for literally a minute. But she was able to see for herself that we just disconnected again. Fuck. All right. She was able to reconnect Zorith with Araman, and Zorith was able to see for herself that everything was fine. And shortly thereafter, Captain Warbender returned with the result of what had been going on. Now, they had sort of gotten the idea that Viessa had somebody on the inside of that meeting because she kept pausing and looking up, and the trio realized that she was on the receiving end of a sending spell. And Captain Warbender revealed that they had indeed gone ahead and drafted Aribelle and Zorith. However, they had drafted them under the auspices of being military special consultants and had given them a rank commensurate with their knowledge and experience and assigned both of them the rank of lieutenant. Then, of course, he turned to Tasha and alerted her to the fact that she had also been promoted. She was now lieutenant commander, and these two were officially under her command. Okay, you're going to have to learn military protocol if you're going to do that.
It's fantasy military. I'm correct.
No. I just mean in terms of the salute. You salute your superior officer. Your superior officer then salutes you, and you hold the salute until they drop it first, and then you're allowed to drop the salute.
That's my salute. Yay, high five. No?
She's not saluting me back, so I just stay like that.
Oh, sorry.
All right.
I forgot we were playing.
He then, Captain Warbender also received a sending spell that someone had identified
The corpse
yes.
that was lurking about Aribelle's house.
Yes.
Well, he was alive when he was lurking. Not
Right.
Yes,
Right.
true.
And they had a brief but nice reunion with the half-orc bandit woman that they captured and brought back, and she was given a choice, jail or join the military. She joined the military, and according to Captain Warbender, she was working out. So she was kind of surprised but happy to see the three of you. You then had no cause to then keep hiding, so you were able to go back to Aribelle's house. Got some sleep, got up the next day, and went to meet the portmaster of the port of Erma. And I have his name here somewhere, but I don't
Silver
know.
Arm.
I'm just wondering where I put it.
I don't know.
Oh, there it is. Theldred Silverarm. Found it.
Theldred, that's right.
Yes.
Theldred with an F.
T-H.
O-T-H.
Theldred, yeah. Who was unable to talk to them when they found him, but he suggested meeting for dinner at a restaurant at an inn that the group had not yet gone to. A place known as the Wandering Wind Inn. So they agreed to meet him there. They went, did a little shopping, found out that as a lieutenant commander, Tasha might actually have access to an expense account, although they don't know if that's true or not, and if so, how much.
Oh my god. Ooh, it's really close. Sorry.
Ooh, boom.
Yep. They then went and met Theldred at the inn, where they were introduced to Beatrice Byron, who runs the place, and found out that Eldridge's actually an entertaining guy who's not that thrilled about being portmaster. He used to be captain of a ship, and he was able to tell you that the person you would need to speak to track down the legend of the wandering Susaran who went to sea. Let me get back up here. Too many pages. Is a tiefling by the name of Valgarok, who is currently aboard a vessel called the Black Parrot, which makes the Airmaw Dark Coast Keep Belinismard run, and is currently 6 days overdue.
Yeah. Got it.
He then told you that if they had not shown back up by the next morning, he was going to see about getting a search and rescue vessel assigned to go look for them, and that should you want to be aboard that vessel, he could probably work that out. And after dinner, you return to Aribelle's house and started to discuss really what you should do next, because there are several options.
At least 4.
Yep. And that's where we left off. So that's where we'll pick up.
Hey.
Is it morning or night?
It's evening right now.
Okay.
You just got back from dinner.
Okay.
Well,
So we've got Park headed to town, but Viessa has that covered, and Warbender.
right, because we got somebody between Viessa and Warbender to look like
Well, to assume the role of Coinmaster Godfrey Allerton.
right.
Right.
Close enough that if you don't have any specific dealings with him and he just walks in and out of the shop, that nobody will notice.
Right.
Right.
And then
And we gave the special words, right, to Viessa?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so she knows the passwords and everything.
Yes.
And then we've got the Black Parrot,
Mm-hmm.
which may help us on our quest for the Susaran,
Mm-hmm.
which we're hoping Mother Tasha can give us some information on the dragons.
Mm-hmm. Which should help with the Dragovanans and the dragons, potentially.
Right. And I think we're all agreed that Strothsman's going to have to wait for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is terrible because slavery is horrible, but we can't do anything about it, just the 3 of us, and
No, we
the world is
definitely,
coming to an end.
Yeah, we kind of have to save the world a little bit before we can
Liberate
save,
the town.
liberate the peoples.
Yes.
I would. Okay, so here's my vision with gold and silver dragons, and we go liberate the town with them. Wouldn't that be fabulous?
That'd be
Oh,
great.
I like it.
Yes.
I like it.
I want to be a dragon rider. Yeah, I do. Okay.
So here's the question in front of us now. Do we wait around for Park, Granella, ourselves also, to make sure that she shows up and shit gets taken care of? Or do we just go search for the Black Parrot and hope that everything there takes care of itself?
I think we have to handle the Black Parrot. We gotta go. We gotta go see about a dude and hope. I mean, we need to find out if they're still alive and if they can direct us towards the Sasaran.
Right. Because that's a bigger impact. I mean, as much as we have a personal stake in Granella and Park, she's still only one person.
Warbender and
Viessa
can take care of that one. They're completely capable of that.
Right. And she'll just escape for us to fight another day because she's our nemesis.
Maybe not.
Or we can
spend some time in jail first.
She'll be in jail and we can mock her when we get back.
I'd like her to spend some time in jail first, then break out so she's not just a threat to us, but to a bunch of people. So a bunch of people are looking for her.
I'd like Viessa to just slit her throat, personally.
That is also an option that I wouldn't mind. Aribelle might. But probably not. After a trial, I mean.
A what?
You're a spy. That's what we do to Joggervon and spies.
So we need to tell somebody that we're willing to go on the Black Parrot.
Yeah, we needed to let the portmaster know, right? That we would go on join the rescue mission.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And how long did he say they were going to give him? Another day?
He said if they weren't back by the morning, he was going to petition for a ship to go search for the parrot.
Meanwhile, we can ask Warbender how much money she's got to spend on her expense account.
Yes.
So that we can try to get her some goggles so that she can use them at night.
Ooh. Well,
we're just going to ask.
Okay, so we'll fine.
And we need to let him know where we're going.
I send Warbender a message.
All right.
Let him know that we're going out tomorrow or as soon as we can on the boat.
Warbender. It's Tasha. We're going out with the portmaster to recover the Black Parrot tomorrow. Is it true that I have an expense account?
You got 5 words left. If you want to use
5 words if you want them.
How much can I spend?
Yeah. If so, what's my credit limit?
What's my limit?
Yeah, what's my limit?
There's a pause. Found out about that, did ya? Limit is if I say okay. What do you want? You'd have to use another sending spell if you want to.
Right.
But it's evening. You're going to sleep.
Right.
Or the goggles of night, right? Is that what they're called?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, how much were those bad boys?
2,400 gold pieces.
Whoo, Lord. That is pretty pricey.
Magic item to help with surveillance in darkness.
Oh, I like it.
Do you think I should just call it that?
Yeah, I don't know if he would know.
Okay.
Need a couple thousand gold.
Right. Okay. So, what did you say? Magical device.
To
For nighttime
assist.
surveillance.
Yeah, to assist. Yeah, for nighttime surveillance.
Magical device for nighttime surveillance would need a couple thousand gold. Tasha.
Is that all? Sign the chit. I'll sign off on it. Good hunting.
Nice.
Never hurts to check.
All right. Well, let's go get that then.
We're going shopping tomorrow.
Closed.
They're
at the
probably
moment.
closed right now.
All right. Well, let's go in the morning. First thing.
Lay down. Good boy.
So tomorrow, post Portmaster shopping. What kind of supplies do we need for the sea or the ocean or the water?
Well, they should have everything on
Can
the
you
boat,
swim?
like food and stuff.
Oh God, pastries.
We should get donuts. Portmaster.
You do.
Fruit to prevent scurvy.
We need citrus fruit to prevent scurvy, and you're worried about donuts.
Donuts.
We'll have some oranges with our chocolate sauce and the donuts. It'll be good.
Oranges and donuts and chocolate sauce. Okay.
Pastries.
And
So we go to bed.
Yes, we go to bed.
We should probably do watches.
Yes.
Are
And
we going
someone
to
was
your house?
already
Did we- okay,
watching
so-
my house.
I'm sorry. Who was the person who was watching the house?
That was one of the other bandits. That was the fast runner who would run messages potentially
Aecathan?
from Kathy and Zance, who we assume it is.
Oh. Yeah, it was no, it was the
To-
bad guys.
What was her name? Nook?
Yeah.
Not to Nook, but just to the just
Right,
one bandit group to the other bandit group.
right.
That's right.
He would
Yes,
run,
okay.
He would run messages from the southern group to the central group.
Right.
That's what she said.
Right. Okay, I remember now.
It was not a typical
Okay,
that
so-
she said. It threw me off.
So we go to bed
Yes.
and we take a long rest
Yes.
so that I can get my spell points back.
All right.
And watches.
Yes, watches.
So what
I'll take
what
first
order
watch.
and how long?
2 for Aribelle, 4 for,
Me.
Zorith.
yeah, Zori. Yeah, that's it.
And I'll usually do the morning one since I have to get up early.
Oh, okay.
Right.
So I'll do it. I'll do first watch. Zori does middle. Aribelle does last.
And I don't know if I can split mine
No,
up.
she can't.
No,
Those-
2, 4, 2.
Yeah. So
Right,
so
but Zori needs 4 straight hours of meditation. She can't split hers up.
So I usually do first watch.
oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. It wasn't a
That's
one.
why
okay.
I usually do first watch. Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay.
4, 2, 2.
Yeah.
All right. Then, Zorith, if you would make me a perception check for your watch.
Ugh, 14.
It's been a while since you've been
In a house.
in a house and back in Airma, so it's a little discomforting. You're not used to the sounds anymore, and several things kind of make you start and get up and go look out a window, but it doesn't seem to be anything dangerous.
Untoward.
Yeah.
Okay.
So at the end of 4 hours, you wake Tasha.
I do wake Tasha up.
What?
It's your turn.
Okay. I'm up.
All right.
It's weird being in town. Just FYI.
Hmm?
Said it's weird
Yeah.
being in town.
It's weird everywhere. It's all right.
So, Tasha, if you would make a perception check.
Yeah. 25.
25. Boy, Zorith was not wrong because you're hearing everything. And you've kind of forgotten what Erma sounds like a little bit. So, again, there are a couple times that you hear something and you're like, what in the gods was that? And you get up and look out the window, but you don't see anything that appears dangerous.
Okay.
And your watch passes without incident until it's time to wake up Aribelle.
Ari, wake up. It's your turn.
Get some rest.
Okay.
23.
23. For you, the sounds take a little getting used to again, but you grew up here, so it comes back pretty quickly, and the comfort of being in your own home is actually more reassuring than anything. And you find those 2 hours very peaceful, very restorative while you do your morning prayers and the sun comes up.
I'll let Tasha sleep for a little bit, get coffee started, and we don't have a lot in the house, but I'm sure we have coffee and tea. How long were we gone? Was it
Weeks?
six
Like that?
weeks?
I'm going to guess about 6 weeks, yeah.
I'll get up, see what's going on quietly.
You smell coffee.
Oh, I'm up. I'm up. I go out to the inner room and say hey to Aribelle, and
Did you get some
well,
rest?
I got some rest, yes. We're going to be gone for a while. We need to talk to Kieran and your neighbors again and all those things.
Well, I sent the money with
Yes.
Brilliant. So they're already, because we didn't expect to be here at all. So we paid, I think I sent a couple months worth, I think. I'm sure I wrote down how much I spent. But they're all paid up, so.
So I was thinking, we're here. Some of the docks were damaged. Do you want to go see your father and mother to see if they're okay? And
If we have time. I'm not sure when we'd have to head out on the rescue.
right, it sounds like he would have to commission a boat and then also get supplies and everything. So
Right, he said he had
Once-
to like petition, right, to go.
uh-huh. So once we find out from the portmaster when we would go,
We could.
yeah.
Sounds good.
It's been a
Need to
while.
go
since
get my
I've
goggles.
Oh, you're up. Oh, you're awake.
Yep.
I didn't hear you come out into the kitchen.
And my brain is like, goggles? There could be goggles.
Right?
Oh, they probably aren't open quite yet.
Ooh, but there's coffee. Yay, coffee.
Right? That's exactly what I'm thinking. Even right now, there's coffee. Coffee.
And you do know that the Talon will be open.
the Talon will be open, and we're now allowed there. And we can, now that we're not in a hurry,
We can sit and have breakfast.
and we can get some information. How are the eggs doing? And tell me everything you know about anything. And all right. Well, the problem is, the portmaster we could probably do
Oh.
after breakfast. Yep. Let's go to the Talon.
Sounds good.
All right. You head out, walk up the street. Very familiar. For Aribelle, this is absolutely coming home. For Zorith and Tasha, it's familiar.
This is as close to home as I've got.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been here for a while, and Strophimans is not home.
Right. But this is not the only posting you've had as well.
No, that's true.
You get to the front door of the Talon. You see that they are in fact open because you can smell the food.
Food.
Yum. And we go in.
All right. You do remember that for breakfast, it's just seat yourself.
Yep. We find a place and wave. Wave to Meerla.
Mm-hmm.
Wave to Meerla if she's there.
Oh, yeah. She comes out of the kitchen with a huge tray that she's headed for another table, but she sees you and big smile. She's like, "Hello! I'll be with you just a minute." You find a place to sit, and sure enough, with the the tray that's almost as big around as she is tall, she kind of sits, leans it on its side on the floor and kind of rests her arm on it and says, "Oh, it's so nice that you could come back now.
We agree.
So, how many donuts? And do you want breakfast too?"
Yes and yes.
And yes.
A dozen?
Okay.
There's 3 of us.
Can do.
2, the rest. It's fine.
You'll eat them all day, though. It's not like you're going to eat them all now.
Sure. I'll walk out with donuts on my fingers and just be like, throughout the day, walking around. A dozen.
Yes. A dozen
And
donuts.
breakfast.
And breakfast.
And coffee.
All right. She brings out a pot of tea, and a pot of juice, and a pot of coffee. And then brings out a spread of eggs and potatoes and breakfast meats. And she does bring, along with all of that, a plate piled high with donuts.
Mm.
And she sits it down and says, "Baker's dozen."
Perfect.
Thank you.
So 13?
I really want donuts.
I know.
I want beignets.
Now stop.
Sorry.
That's what I kind of picture these donuts to be.
Yes. Same.
Yeah, just still fine. Still fine. I'm fine with that. I take 2 and pass the plate around.
I take 2 as well.
I take 1.
All right. So she goes and deals with some of her other customers and gets to a point where everybody's taken care of, and she comes back and grabs a chair from a nearby table and flips it around and sits on it sort of sideways, leaning her arm up against the back.
So, how are the eggs?
Oh, they hatched.
Did they?
Yeah. They're the ugliest little things.
Are they different genders?
Who knows?
Oh.
I don't.
I didn't know if they look different.
They're both ugly.
Probably.
But they're ugly, but they're cute in their own way.
I bet he's happy.
Oh, over the moon. And the thing is, they imprinted on him.
Oh, because he fed them.
Up. I mean, you know, they like me. They're friendly with me, but if he doesn't close the gate, they follow him around.
They think he's their daddy.
Oh, that's funny.
That's
I
super cute.
They think he's their mummy.
Oh.
Because he's responsible for feeding them. And something I thought would never happen, I've actually seen him be a little nicer. It's like they're getting to him.
Motherhood does that to you.
So I've heard.
Do you think he's going to get to a point where he's not going to serve Tharinoch?
Oh, no.
Okay.
No. That's been the shine and glory of this place for way too long. But I don't think he'll ever be serving them too.
Oh no. I don't think so.
No, those are to grow more.
Well, even if they both turn out to be girls or they both turn out to be boys, and they're not going to mate, I still don't think he'll ever serve them.
No, I don't think so.
Did he name them?
I assume so, but he's never told me.
Oh, okay.
And I don't think he's ever called them by name. He just whistles and says, "Come on." And they follow him.
Oh, that's really cute.
What else have we missed besides
Oh,
hatching and the dragons?
Dragons.
Yeah.
I've heard the warning klaxon more times in the last 4 weeks than I have the rest of my life.
Can't even imagine.
The good news is, at least for us here, is that they don't seem to come this far inland. They seem to just focus on the waterfront.
Yeah.
I know it's not going to stay that way, but for now, I almost feel bad saying it, but I'm grateful. I mean, I don't want anybody to have to suffer that kind of horror, but I'm grateful it's not here.
Right.
But I keep waiting to hear about works. Because the last time where there was dragons, there was orcs. But I haven't heard a thing. Just the dragons flying overhead, breathing on the city. So I don't know what's going on, and just between us girls, I don't think the Lord Mayor knows what's going on either.
No, it's kind of confusing to everybody.
And that makes it all the more scarier. Because, I mean, he's the one in charge, and if he's not even in the knowing of what's going on, then who is besides them? And
I don't know.
That's not a position that I particularly like being in. I mean, I'd like to know that somebody in power actually knew what was going on and had a plan.
Oh, I think they've got some plans besides conscription. I don't know. Who knows? We're here. Maybe the Lord Mayor knows some things and doesn't want to tip his hand, but I know that this is a big deal. Dragons are... I don't want to say we have every right to be scared, but you know, how do you deal with dragons?
You run.
Yeah.
It's exactly what you should do.
You hide if you can, and run if you can't.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, I know she's a little busy, but I'm going to tell her a tiny bit about Thunder's Edge. Just a tiny bit.
All
We
right.
solved some mysteries, did some things, got our own house.
What? What's it look like? Tell me.
It's beautiful. It's 2-story. Is it 4 rooms? 4 bedrooms?
Yeah,
have a
4
base.
bedrooms.
Yeah, 4 bedrooms.
Well, technically 5 bedrooms, 4
Right.
full bedrooms, and like a half bedroom downstairs. The servants'
Whew.
quarters is a half bedroom, so.
Which will be a bath.
Yep.
So it'll be a bathhouse.
A cellar.
eventually.
Yeah.
Sounds like a palace.
It's very nice.
It is pretty nice.
We definitely lucked into it, but we did
Yeah,
some
we
fun
may
things
need to-
there. And
Once the dragons are dealt with, we might have to look for a bigger place here. It's getting a little tight in my 2-bedroom house.
I can imagine that.
I can't imagine. Maybe we could just add on to it.
there you go.
Probably. If you've got the room on your plot, I'm sure that you could get someone to do that.
You could get me a tree house.
And
I'd
maybe
be
we could
fine
go
with
up.
that.
Maybe we could just add a 2nd floor
Any one of those things would be good.
Right?
with a balcony for you.
I would dig that, but I would think that you would get the biggest room.
I have a room.
Yes. Ugh.
Mm. We'll talk about this later.
Yep. Yep. We have things to do first,
We have to help save the world first.
Huh.
or at least
You're
a Catherine.
not kidding, are you?
No, sadly not.
Like
There's
I said, we solved some mysteries. We did some things in Thunder's Edge. Hopefully we can do some of those things here.
Yeah.
Well. So. Okay, I'm going to make a couple assumptions here, just GM to players, but so tell me about this Obrus.
Obrus?
Your
I
mentor?
look around. Because we're still talking to Meerla, right?
Yeah.
What about Obrus? Who's an Obrus?
Your mentor. You said that he was the one who kind of took you out of Thunder's Edge.
Oh, from the freaked me
yeah.
out. I almost grabbed her by the scruff of her throat.
Oh.
No, like I said, I'm assuming some parts
You're
of the
taking
conversation.
liberties.
Yes.
Right. We didn't go into detail about the underground cavern, but
No.
yeah.
No.
But that we stopped at the Tower of Azenor, saw your mentor, got back here. Right.
I've never had a mentor. I mean, there's Thonin, but most of what I can learn from him is how to be an ass.
No, he was just my teacher at sorcerer school. He knows a lot of things, and he teaches the sorcerers, and has a hand in all of the things that go on at the schools with the other heads of their specific wizards. And what's the other school?
Warlocks.
Warlocks. Thank you.
I've often thought that I'd, one day like to maybe try me hand at wizarding, but I don't have the background. I don't have the learning to get in, and I certainly don't have the money.
Yeah, well, sometimes it doesn't take much.
You have a talent for it.
I don't know. I've seen it done, but I've never done it myself.
Is what's her name?
Meerla?
No, at the I'll be right back.
At the where?
At the what is it here? Is it the Studious Eye or is it something else?
The Marvelous Sigil?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Marvelous Sigil.
Oh, Studious Eye is Appleby. Yeah,
Yeah.
Marvelous Sigil. Is she a sorcerer or a wizard? We should
Wizard.
maybe Shanairla. She's a wizard. She could teach you a couple of things and see if you have an aptitude for it.
You see her, I mean, she's reacting like in fright. She's like, that woman? Really?
You don't like Shanairla?
She's
Scary.
She's so loud.
Oh.
She's so loud and so bright and she just she's one of those people that when she's around, she's the center of attention, and she's awful intimidating.
If you can put up with you know who.
Oh, Thonin's a piece of cake. Once you realize that you can ignore 90% of what he says and just go about your work, it's not a problem.
I think she'd be less scary if you went and discussed the fact that you were interested in being a wizard.
But I'm sure she hears that all the time. I mean,
not as often as you'd think.
What? Why would she talk to me? I mean, I'm just a waitress.
Do you have a break this morning after breakfast?
Oh,
We actually are going there to do a little shopping.
We are.
So maybe you could come with us and we could introduce you. I mean, about the magic. And if we're with you and you maybe you won't be frightened. Or not frightened, apprehensive.
No, I'll still be frightened. But, let me go. When were you thinking of going?
We have to go see the portmaster first.
All right. I got a break coming in probably an hour.
Okay. We'll come back and meet you.
All right. Okay,
Box?
I can do this.
You can do a box first. You know how to do that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. No problem. Yes. I'll go get that now. And she hops down off the chair and heads into the back.
She's so adorable.
How are we going to do this? I mean, I assume... So wizards, they can be taught out of
Right.
game. Wizards can be taught
Correct.
if they have a...
Aptitude.
They have a
Yeah.
spell book.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay, so it potentially could...
Yeah,
Yeah.
sorcerer is different. You can't teach someone to be a sorcerer.
No, sorcerer,
And
you
warlocks.
have to have sort of a born
Innate.
innate affinity for the magic itself. And warlocks, you have to have a connection
Like a
with
patron.
some
item.
sort of extraplanar power.
But
Okay,
wizards, you can learn.
got it.
Right.
Right. It's just chemistry.
Well, it's the
Well.
it's the fantasy equivalent of trigonometry.
There
but
you go.
It's learnable. It's just easier for some than others.
Right.
But if she could teach her a couple like a cantrip or something, then she'd be able to see if she could pick it up.
Right.
Yeah. And then if so,
We'll introduce her to somebody at the tower.
All right.
I'll buy her a book.
So she
Buy you a spell book? Why not? I buy everybody a spell book. You get a spell book, and you get a spell book.
she comes back with a box. All
I
three of
shovel
you-
everything that's
hold
left
on.
over
All
into the
three
box.
of you make a perception check.
16.
$17.
Aribelle.
Oh, I said 22. Sorry.
Oh, 22. Okay. Aribelle, you notice as she's coming back that the box is not empty. It's clear from the way she's carrying it that there's something in it. And she walks over and sits the box down and proceeds to put the donuts from the plate in it. And you see that she's piling donuts on top of donuts in the box. And she closes the box and says, "There you go. A baker's dozen."
My goodness, it's so hard.
We'll see you in an hour.
All right.
It'll be okay.
It'll be okay. We'll see you in an hour.
I give her a quick hug.
See
Me
ya.
too. And I whisper in her ear, "Thanks for the donuts."
You're welcome. You're welcome. See you in an hour.
So we go see the portmaster.
Off to the portmaster.
All right. You see that it has started to cloud over a bit,
Okay.
and you smell moisture
Rain?
on the wind more so than you normally do. It being a port city, it sounds like there's a storm coming, or at least rain.
Well, then we better hustle.
Well, you find Eldridge pretty much where you found him yesterday. And he's just standing looking at a clipboard of parchment. And he's got a piece of charcoal in his hand, and he's flipping pages and making marks. And
As we walk closer, I'll like try to balance the box and get like one donut open, like so I can give it to him. I'm not gonna eat it. Chill out.
I thought you were
Okay.
just going to open.
That is not what my face was for.
and you see him go,
Food, always food.
"Oh, look at who it is.
I have a donut for
Oh.
you, sir.
For me.
Yes, sir.
Is that one of Thonan's?"
Yes.
Yes?
Oh. I like these.
So does she.
We don't. Do we know if Meerla's single? Maybe we should fix them up.
No fixing up anybody. Oh my god. No more
We like
fixing up anyone.
Beatrice, but she's married. I mean,
Oh, come on. He'll pine for her forever.
He sticks the piece of charcoal behind his ear, puts the clipboard under his arm, and just kind of sits there holding the, so he can get the crumbs too, and
did the black parrot come in?
No, she didn't. So, I put in a request, waiting to hear. It's a matter of whether there's a ship available, and whether the folks in charge think it's worth taking the time to go look.
Well, we're willing to go.
Right. I'll make a note of that. Might make a difference. Might, maybe. We'll see.
How quickly would they find out? Today? Tomorrow?
Oh, I'll know by this afternoon. Yes or
Okay.
no. Then it'll be a matter of what ship. Does the ship already have its crew? Are they already on board? Do they need replacements? And then there's outfitting for the voyage and putting supplies together and...
So not
A
before
couple of
tomorrow.
days.
If all goes well, morning after next.
Okay.
That, of course, weather permitting.
Yes. I'm seeing it's gonna storm.
Yep. But you know what? I've recently come under the opinion that a little rain's not a bad thing.
Well,
When there's big
Things
worms in
harder
this...
to burn.
Yeah, big worms in the sky breathing fire. Rain's my friend.
I'm hearing that.
So, alright, 3 of you. Are you wanting to go as crew or as passengers? Well,
Probably-
I should ask this. Any of you ever been on a ship before?
No.
Yes.
Right? Yeah, we were on a ship. It was on a river, but we were on a ship.
No, that's a boat. I've never been on a ship.
We've
I've never
traveled
been-
on the Sprite.
Oh, that magical riverboat. Hi. Yeah. That's not a ship.
No.
I have been on a ship, yes. But not really as crew. But I understand the process.
All right, then.
We're willing to help. How's that?
All right. But yeah, it'll be passengers because you won't be paid crew.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
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 All right. Right.
Or, helping if things attack.
Oh, aye, all right. Good to know. I'll pass that along too. All right. Oh, here come some people who look like they're about to say. And he pauses for a moment, and you hear,
Lord Master.
"Hey, Portmaster!" Yeah. Come back and see me this afternoon, and I'll let you know.
Okay.
All right.
So we wander back to.
Take our time, wander back. Should we probably put the donuts back at the house?
Yeah.
Or steal another one? Just one for the road?
You can't steal what's partially yours.
True.
Oh. How much was breakfast? We can take out the money.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, the whole thing probably came to like 4 silver.
Okay. I gave her a gold piece.
Of course you did.
I would have
Okay.
also.
Okay.
Yep, I got it. We all kind of rotate that.
All right.
Habit.
Okay.
What? Somebody paid for dinner. We all pitched in last night.
Right.
So we head back, pick up Meerla.
All right. She's taken off the apron and she's put a shawl around her shoulders.
Is she quaking in her boots?
She looks decidedly nervous. Okay, so you were serious. All right.
I whisper to Zorith, do you have smelling salts?
No, I think she'll be fine. I put my arm over her shoulders.
Well, remember, she's half your height.
She's a halfling.
I put my hand on her shoulder and give her a reassuring squeeze.
Okay. She just kind of looks up and goes,
I forget she's a halfling.
Yeah.
And we head on over.
Okay.
How old does Meerla look?
You know, with halflings, it's sometimes hard to tell. You would guess that she's in her early 20s, which probably means that she's in her late 20s.
Got it. Okay. She's fairly young because she's not got a whole lot of idea of what to do with herself.
No.
Still a youngin'.
She's been doing tavern work because that's
It
what
pays good.
That's what her family did.
Right, and it pays good.
Yeah.
All right.
And
Well,
she's proven to be one of the few employees that can put up with Thonin over a long period of time.
Before we go in, I want to tell you, this is the one with the bear, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a bear. It looks really scary. It's just decoration. I don't say anything more than that. But it's really intimidating. Like when you walk in the front door, it's like, you know, it's just like right there. Don't be worried about it.
Okay.
It'll be fine, I promise. Even if she can't help you being a wizard, we're just going shopping and...
So we're going to put her in a good mood and buy the goggles first because they're expensive and that should make her happy.
Right.
Yes. Well, we're going to sign the shit.
Well,
But yeah.
right. We're still buying them.
True.
Yeah. All right. Let's
Who
do
doesn't
this.
make that kind of money every day?
I open the door for Meerla and let Aribelle or somebody else go first.
I'll walk in.
All right. You walk in. Meerla walks in behind you and immediately goes,
It's okay. It's okay.
That's a very big bear. Oh, I'm
It-
so glad that's
it's-
not alive anymore.
He's dead.
I know that. Still scary.
Walk towards the back. Morning, Shanairla.
Oh, good morning. How are you all this morning?
Wonderful. How are you?
I'm well. I see you've added one. Hello.
This is our good friend Meerla.
And they're just like, hello.
She works over at the
Talon.
Talon.
Oh dear, I'm sorry. You have to put up with Thonin all the time. Whew.
She's very
Definitely-
good at it.
Yeah, she must be if she's able to work there. And you see Meerla's kind of like, this is not what I expected. That's what the look says.
Right.
She goes, he's not that bad once you get used to him. Shanairla just throws her head back and laughs. And she's like, spoken like someone with a truly good heart, because only someone with a truly good heart could ever say that Thonin was not so bad.
He does have a good heart.
He's a royal pain in the ass. Oh, well, Yes, that's he is that, but once you figure out that most of it's just bluster and you can just kind of, do what you're good at, it's not so bad. Really? Well, I'll have to keep that in mind the next time I wander in. But anyway, what can I do for you ladies this morning?
Well, as it turns out, I have a line of credit.
Permission
Oh,
to use it.
excellent. And it was the goggles you were interested in, was it not?
Yes. Warbender says that he will sign my chit for that.
That would be, what is his rank?
Captain.
Captain
Captain.
Warbender. All right.
Captain, yes.
Just so I know who to address the invoice to.
Yes, Captain.
All right. Well, I'll get the form and I'll get the goggles.
Wonderful.
So, and I'm going to take Meerla around. We're going to wander and just kind of look at things.
All right.
Does Shanairla have... Shanairla's is where we got the wizard book before, right?
Yes.
The book?
Yes.
Okay. All right, I'm just going to keep my eye on that. Just walk by it and just notice notice it, notice the price, notice whatever.
Mm-hmm.
A spell book.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
spell book, just in case.
Meerla is kind of taking it all in because she's never been in here before.
Right.
She's
Which
kind
is
of
why I'm showing her around all the
she's
things, going with her
looking
down
at-
aisles.
looking at all of the different material components and the vials and the beakers and the parchment and the pens and the ink pots and the potions that are already done up, the scrolls that are already done up, and looking at the things in the case behind the counter and just, eyes as big as saucers, just taking it all in.
Good. All right.
Shanairla comes back, sits what looks like a formed cloth bag that actually turns out to be a stiff cloth case and a piece of parchment that she has started scribbling on. And she says, all right, well, let's see. You do get the military discount, so it's not exactly the price quoted. It's a little bit cheaper. But if you will just go ahead and sign there. I think she's frozen.
It looks like it. I'll sign for her.
Tasha signs the form.
Okay.
Tasha signs the form.
Fine.
Okay. And she says, very well, and picks up the stiff case. It's got a little strap on the top as a handle.
Mm-hmm.
And she unfastens the front of it and flips the lid up, and you see a pair of goggles inside with a headband. They look vaguely owlish.
Okay. I try them on.
All right. You slip them on, and everything is way too bright.
And I take them off. And I say, these are amazing.
They'll be much more amazing when it's dark outside. Trust me.
I do.
Narla,
Yes.
do you ever take on students?
Oh my. I haven't, but don't suppose it means I couldn't. I never really thought about it, actually.
Our good friend Meerla has an interest in magic, in learning magic, and you're a very talented wizard, of course, and so we thought of you.
Really? And she leans over and looks right down at Meerla, who immediately just kind of goes, yes.
Oh my gosh.
Do you have any experience with magic, my dear? No. I've seen it done. Well, I suppose that's something.
I thought maybe try a couple easy things and see if she's got some, talent or anything. And then, I don't know, maybe teach her another couple things.
And would you be assuming the role of her patron?
We will.
What would that require?
Just basically covering cost of supplies, I think. You know, young lady, that if this is something you are very interested in, we would have to conduct the lessons outside of business hours, but you would be expected to help around the store during business hours. Will your shifts at the Talon allow you to do that? If it was in the afternoon, I do breakfast and lunch. Oh, well, that should work out.
Yes. And here is 10 gold to start us off. And
I'll put down some too.
And I run real quick back to the area with spell books. And I grab an ink pot and a couple quills and a spell book. I take them all up to the front. And this, I will buy this also.
All right.
And
How much are supplies normally?
And a spell component pouch.
Yeah, spell component pouch. Run back and get that.
Looking it up here.
Do you need some help with that?
Nope.
Maybe if I can.
That should be
Got it.
yours, right?
So the component pouch is 25.
Okay.
Okay.
Blank book is 25.
I will buy a blank book.
Okay.
The quills are 2 copper apiece.
I think I got 2 last time.
And the bottle of ink is 10 gold. So you're looking
Yeah.
at 60 gold and 4 copper.
Mm-hmm. Does everybody want to do? Tasha, you get the.
30.
I put in 25.
She puts in 25. You're gonna put in 30, and I'll put in the rest.
Well, I was thinking if we did 30, that way we'd pay a little bit more than what the cost of the materials are, so that she's got some in the for Shanairla.
Right.
So 30 gold each.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no.
I'll-
No. She pays for the instruction with her work here. That's
Okay.
the way an apprenticeship is done.
Okay.
At least that's what I've read.
Okay.
Oh, so it's just supplies that she needs to get started. Just these
Yes.
Yeah.
things.
Yes.
Okay.
And Meerla's just like looking around like she doesn't quite believe this is happening.
We do this. It's a thing.
And then she just kind of leans back against the wall, and you see
Tears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kneel down. Are you okay?
I don't understand. Why are you doing this for me?
You're our
Why
friend.
shouldn't we?
Well, I don't think I've had friends like this before.
Oh. Well, you do now.
If it wasn't for someone helping me,
And me.
we never would have gotten to where we are. So all we ask is that someday, when you have the ability, you help somebody else. Is that fair?
That'll make me cry.
You really think that there'll come a time when I'm able to do that? What you're doing for somebody else?
Absolutely. We
Really?
believe in you.
You can do anything. If you look at what you've done putting up with Thonin, you can do anything. You're far braver than the rest of us.
Thonin's easy. He's just an idiot.
Well, half of what we deal with is idiots, I assure you.
Oh, yes.
And Shanairla
look-
goes, you should see the kind of people that come in here and some of the stupid things they ask me for.
Um,
And
I
Meerla
asked
just,
Sh-
like, looks at Shanairla like,
I asked Shanairla if she's got a bag, like a leather satchel or something to put all of the stuff in that we just gave her.
I'm sure I have cloth bags at the moment, but I can probably find a leather one. It'll just take a little while.
Okay, we'll add that to our cost.
Oh, pff. You're buying merchandise. Containers are free.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
So, 25 from Tasha.
Yep. I put that in.
Nope,
I put
I'm
25
saying-
in.
Well, that only leaves me with 10.
Yep.
Fine.
You can
Fine.
get a little bit more the next time.
We'll
10
just
gold, 4
Yeah.
copper. Got it. And I gather it all up.
All right.
And
We
I
can't
look at
wait to
Meerla. And I look back at the counter and I put it all down and I wait for a cloth bag.
Shanairla comes back shortly. Here you go. Right, so
I let Meerla pack her own bag.
I guess there's no time like the present, don't you think?
after lunch. She has to work lunch, right?
Is it after lunch or is it what time
It's
is it?
after breakfast, right?
Yeah, she's like, yes, I have to work lunch. And Shanairla says, well, that's what I meant, of course. When you're done, come to the shop. Come back here. We'll do some work, and then after I close up, we'll see about some testing.
You can do this, Meerla.
I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
It's scary, but it's exciting.
It's definitely scary. Oh, don't you worry. I mean, the worst that can happen at this point is that we find out you just don't have the aptitude. And then you're no worse off than you are now.
Right. There's no harm in trying.
Except you've had to put up with me, and I'm sure in my own way I'm just as bad as Thonin. And that makes Meerla kind of go, I don't think so, Mum. Well, that's kind of you to say. but we'll see.
While they're all talking, I'm not going to open the ink. Does Meerla have ink open on the desk somewhere?
Yes.
While they're all talking,
You're
I'm gonna
inscribing
write-
something in the book.
yeah, you know it. Property of Meerla, and I leave the last name blank. Future wizard. Your friends, Zorith, Tasha, and Aribelle.
Nice. Good job.
And then right before I close it, I go, Meerla, what's your last name?
You would ask me this.
And whatever it is, I write it in the book.
All right. I'm say I'm sure it's in my notes, but
Whatever
Green
it is, I write it in the
muffin.
book.
Green muffin. I didn't make that up. It's in the book. It's green muffin.
it is okay.
Well, then I write
All one
Meerla
word.
Green Muffin.
Green muffin.
Meerla Green Muffin. Property of Meerla Green Muffin, future wizard. Your friends, Zorith, Tasha, and Aribelle. You can probably pick up this stuff later when you come back, so you don't have to.
Right, you'll need it here later, so.
Oh yes,
So I-
absolutely. I'll put it under the counter for you, and we'll begin using it tonight. Maybe, we'll see.
Thank you, Shanairla.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, don't thank me yet. I haven't done anything yet. And we'll see. It may be that there isn't anything I can do.
But you're both willing to try.
Well,
And the opportunity is worth more than you can know.
all right. I'll take you at your word for that.
All right, well,
Now, Meerla,
Yeah.
you have to work, so try not to float too much.
Float, right.
Your head in the clouds. You don't want Thonin yelling because you're distracted.
Oh, who cares?
See, this is why you're our friend.
I'm super excited for you.
Very.
You can
Yep.
see that Meerla's starting to process. And she's starting to process what this might mean for her relationship with Thonin.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Like, if Meerla leaves Thonin, we're like not going to be able to go back to eat. It's going to be our fault.
once again, in trouble with Onan.
Yeah.
Oh, well. We got donuts.
Yeah,
We got him
And we-
baby Tharinoch. He likes us. He's good.
yeah.
A little bit.
And then we're gonna thank Shanairla and leave.
All right?
We're going to go to...
Meerla,
Where?
Yeah, what time is it?
It's probably just like about a little before 11 a.m.
Yeah.
All right.
So Meerla's gonna just
Head back.
say thank you and run
Right.
back towards the Talon.
So, I think we're going to go to the warehouse. Or my parents' house. My father's
Oh,
probably
I
at
was
the
like,
Oh, let's get busy, your
warehouse, where-
parents.
We already cleared that out. And as Tasha and we are walking away, I tell her those goggles will make it like the rest of us can see in the dark. And if you let me borrow them if we need them, I can see double as far.
Ooh.
So they're yours. But if there's something that we really need them, Aribelle or I can use them and we can
Oh,
see double
absolutely.
the distance.
No, we
They
share
do not
everything.
require attunement.
No, they do not.
That's nice.
Yes, it is.
Oh, I need to write this in my stuff.
And we
Right.
also need
Yep.
to, you can actually put it on,
Yeah,
Goggles
it's
of-
in D&D Beyond. It's Goggles of Night.
you just type in Goggles of Night, like at the top with the magnifying glass, and then you can actually open it and then add it. Or go to equipment, I think.
Manage equipment.
Manage equipment.
All right.
I got it.
Quest. I was gonna ask a question and now I don't remember.
So we will head back towards the bridge.
All right.
So
Yeah.
what I know, I would know if at this time of day, I would likely find my father at the business.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So we will go there.
All right.
The warehouse that we looked at the other day.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you get to the warehouse. You see your family crest on the building. And you know all the entrances, so your choice. You can go in the customer's entrance or you can go in the back entrance.
I'll go in the customer entrance.
All right.
And we will go find Ormond.
All right.
Who has no idea I'm even here.
Nope. You walk in and you see that this entryway is really just a few chairs and a counter, and behind that you can see the whole of the warehouse, so it's not separated from the warehouse at all. There is a bell that rings when you come in the door.
I'm sure he has an office somewhere in the warehouse.
Yep.
I duck
And-
behind the counter.
All right. You duck behind the counter and turn to the left to head to your father's office, and you run face first into your father, who's coming to see who came in. And he just kind of... Aribelle.
I throw my arms around him.
Oh, it's so good to see you.
You too.
How long have you been back home?
Just a day or so.
And it's taken you this long to come and say hello to your poor, old, overworked father.
Well, we were kind of hiding from the Lord Mayor because he wanted to conscript us.
I'm sorry, what?
We were, he's drafting people to fight dragons.
Yes.
So we were trying to kind of
Stay low.
stay low until that got settled. So I'm in the army.
As a consultant.
You what? You're the daughter of a noble family. He can't conscript you.
Evidently becoming a paladin removed that. But it's okay, Papa. We're consultants.
I'm sorry, I'm missing something somewhere along the line. You're consultants, but you are in the army.
Yeah.
May I
Almost.
ask what rank?
Lieutenant?
Really? Oh,
Mhm.
well, that might not be so bad then.
We report to Tasha. These are my friends, Tasha and Zorith.
I'm a lieutenant commander.
I see. So
She works for Warbender.
my daughter is your responsibility now.
Yeah, that seems to be the idea.
I see.
She's
Well.
not big on rank, though.
Lieutenant Commander
Sir.
Zorith, a pleasure to meet you. I'm Ormond Thebes.
Nice to meet you.
THEBS.
Mhm.
Yep.
She is wearing her armor, which is new.
Oh, you mean Aribelle?
I don't know if he's even noticed.
Probably not yet, but
Oh, yeah. All right. Now the pleasantries are over. Where did you get that?
Romani
He's
Keep.
staring at the armor.
We made a stop in Romani Keep.
A stop in...
On our way back from Thunder's Edge.
It's been an interesting time.
I sense that there's quite a story here.
We
A
are
couple.
friends of the Lion Clan.
I don't exactly have the time right now for long stories,
Right, all right.
but you and your
Friends.
companions coming to dinner at the house tonight, and you can explain
Yes.
all of this to your mother and I.
Well, maybe we shouldn't tell Mother everything.
I leave that to your discretion.
All right. She gives him another hug and kiss on the cheek. We'll be heading out again in a few days on a
Well.
rescue mission.
Goodness gracious.
The black parrot is missing.
The parrot is missing.
It's a week overdue. The
Oh, I
portmaster
suppose
is
it
trying.
is.
The portmaster's trying to get a ship and permission to send someone out after them, and we're going to go help. Do you know of anybody who could help with a ship?
Perhaps. Me. I'm going to go talk to Theldred.
We're trying to get some information, and he thinks the first mate of the parrot's the person we should talk to. Algarok? You know him?
He goes by Rock.
Rock.
Just Rock, but I've heard of him. Used to be the bosun, and now he's the first mate.
Yeah, we're looking for a former shipmate of his who was perhaps a Susaran that left them. Have you ever heard of him?
Helmsbender?
Helmsbender?
Captain Helmsbender?
Captain Helmsbender, but it was somebody that he left to go work for.
Oh, dead about a
Helmsbender.
year.
Mm-hmm.
Frick, I can't.
We don't know if
Helmsbender hasn't been... he wasn't aboard a ship for years before his death. And this must have been some time ago.
Yeah. So we talked to the portmaster, and he thought Rock could help us.
Oh, is it Captain Trisiasic?
Captain Tristian's the current captain of the Black Parrot, I think.
Oh,
We don't know the Susaran's name, I don't think.
No.
okay. I didn't think so, but I was trying to make sure my notes were.
Yeah, he left to pursue something else, but
Yes. Trisiasic.
yeah.
Trisiasic.
She used to be the first mate. When he retired, she took over as captain and chose to advance Rock from bosun to first mate.
Yes.
They're on the northern run, aren't they?
I believe so.
Yep.
To Dark Coast Keep and
Belinda's married.
yeah. Which with the activity increasing in Dark Coast Keep is pretty worrisome.
Well. Yes, I think I should go talk to Theldred. Maybe I can lend a boot. And kick some arses into gear, as it were. All right, my dear. He leans over and kisses you on the forehead and says,
Dinner.
"Sunset, sharp.
Yes, sir.
I'll alert your mother that you're coming and bringing friends.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure meeting both of you.
Pleasure meeting you, sir.
You'll
And
excuse me.
yes, sir.
Don't work too hard.
He turns, and you know from your childhood that the way he's walking indicates a mindset of this is going to get done or someone's going to get bruised.
We should go.
And you hear him yelling to his employees that he's stepping out to continue putting the order together, and he'll be back, he expects, within half an hour.
Which means that better be done by the time he gets back.
All right.
And
my
we go.
dad.
Interesting.
He was glad to see you.
He was. I haven't seen him in a while. I don't even think... Aribelle probably sent a note that they were leaving town. She was leaving town, but probably didn't say I'm going to Thunder's Edge.
Probably not.
No. Because all he ever told me about Thunder's Edge was that there was a bunch of barbarians there. He wasn't wrong.
No, it wasn't wrong.
All right.
They're
So we-
very interesting for barbarians.
Yes.
Yeah, they're like exactly what I expected.
Southern barbarians, a little different than the northern barbarians.
True.
They're like civilized barbarians.
All right, well, we have until dinner time to do a bunch of things.
We're supposed to go see him in the afternoon, the portmaster.
Yeah.
We don't really
Well,
have a
and
lot of other things to do.
Your
So,
dad is going there now, so it'll take us a bit probably to get there later.
Yeah, we'll have some lunch, and so we have lunch, and then we'll go back over and check in with the portmaster.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We did our shopping, so
All right.
We did.
So you meander about. It has started to rain. It's not hard rain, but it's more than just a drizzle. You go back to where Theldred was this morning, and you don't see him. You ask and are told that he's actually back at the portmaster's office, which is just off the northernmost dock, the one dock that's in Lord's Ward.
can you ping it?
Yes.
Is it this one?
Yes.
Okay.
The T.
Yeah.
The lowercase t.
Okay. All right. Head there.
All right.
Yes, we head there.
You get to his office. You hear raised voices.
Oh shit,
Coming
your
from the
dad's still
inside.
here.
Uh-oh.
Oops.
Just wait a minute.
You see the door swings open, and you see a very tall, rather massive half-orc. He's wearing a long coat in dark green over a white shirt black breeches, black boots. He's got a black hooded cloak that he's pulling up over his head. You see that he's holding a hat. And he's got twin scimitars on his hips.
Ooh, cool.
And he just kind of stalks out. Doesn't look, doesn't say anything, just walks out. He's clearly unhappy. So it's quiet.
We
in the
wait a
office
couple
now.
minutes. We wait a couple minutes.
All right. You wait a
At
couple
least
minutes.
5.
Yeah, and then knock.
You wait about 30 seconds. You see the door opens rather harshly. And you see Eldridge standing there. Oh, it's you. I thought he was back. Okay, well, come on in. You didn't see a pissed off half-orc leaving this place, did you?
We did.
Did. He seemed rather cross.
But he left.
That's your captain.
Oh,
Is he cross
fantastic.
that we're coming along or that he's going on this trip at all?
Yes and yes.
Well, yes and no. He's happy to go on the trip. Search and rescue. He has no problem with that.
It
Dragging
does.
along passengers. He's not happy. But well, your pap come made his voice heard to a couple people and was here when Captain Kranogrok showed up and well, they had words too. Cap didn't much like what your pap had to say, but he listened because well, your dad's a good customer.
He has to.
Yeah. And that made him all the more pissed off.
Oh,
He
fantastic.
doesn't know that, like, who we are, right? Like,
No.
Okay. So I don't need to, like, tell him that, because that's going to be really weird. Like, you're going on this trip and you're going to take my daughter. That's weird. Don't do that.
Yeah, he didn't mention anything like that.
Good. Yeah, we don't need to.
Thank God.
He just basically said, search and rescue, time of war, all the help you can get. Stop being stupid. So, there's a ship. And there's a crew. And, you're going
When does
along.
it leave?
Morning after next.
Okay.
Like I
Morning
thought.
afternoon.
Well, we'll be sure not to be late so they don't have an excuse to leave without us.
Good call.
We'll be early. What time do you think they'll leave?
Sun up.
Okay.
As soon as there's enough light to see to navigate by,
Okay.
Kranogrok will have that ship out of harbor and on its way.
It's Kanagrok.
It's Kranogrok.
Cranon.
Kranangrach.
Kranogrok. Well, he seems.
It's okay. You can make the names hard to spell and say. It's fine. We don't mind.
It's a half orc.
I'm gonna say I mind. I mind.
I'm
Brandon.
gonna say, suck it up.
He doesn't care.
Yeah.
My game, my characters. Suck it.
My rules. I win.
My
He spelled it for us, so we gotta be kind of.
My world, my choice.
Ooh, I have some things to say about that for later.
I'm so glad she's not here.
Well, just thinking that the 20 hours of the week we don't play this game, or 20 hours of the day, how many ever days and weeks that is, are all your world. So for 4 hours a week, you can give this to
Oh,
Jeff.
no. I'm just going to remind him
What a perfect time for the internet to close.
not so gently about the people whose worlds he can play.
She keeps cutting out. It's so convenient, Jeff.
I know. It's like I planned it, but I didn't.
Mhm.
He's not muting you.
No.
Oh, goodness.
So-
Oh, no.
So, we should probably be ready to go be down the docks before sunup.
Will do. And which dock?
That one right out there.
Okay. And the name of his ship?
The Sea Devil. Now, see, that one's not hard.
Okay.
No, that's
Thanks. That's mighty white of you.
Can't help but be who I be, you know?
Uh-huh.
Do we need to bring anything specific? We've never been on a ship before. Do we need to do anything? Oh, I have a hammock. I'm excited.
Well, let's see. I would definitely take some clothes that dry easily. Gets mighty cold out on the ocean this time of year. So something warm. Warm and waterproof. Can't go wrong.
All right.
Also, ginger.
Oh, yes.
Seasickness.
Yes.
Just in case.
All right.
And we're disconnected again.
We are?
Yes.
I don't feel tardy.
I like it.
And now we're back.
Yay, we're back.
So, warm and waterproof. That's the ticket.
Okay.
Ginger, in case your stomach doesn't take to the sea. And word of advice. Don't expect to be able to move around fast at first. It's a whole different kind of footing being out on those waves. It's going to take you a while to get used to it. Some people never do. But I imagine you probably will.
All right.
And they're going to stock for 3 extra people in terms of food and water. But if there's anything in particular you're wanting beyond basic necessities, you probably want to bring them with you as well.
Oh my god, we're gonna spice up the galley.
Oh, yeah.
Here, boys, it's gonna be the best food you've ever had. No big deal.
We have a way of winning people over.
At least their bellies.
Well, all right, but let me tell you, when you're in charge of a galley on a ship, that's your turf. So don't be surprised if they're not all that eager to let you muck about in it.
All right. Do you know who runs their galley on his ship?
Nope.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure you'll find out. All right. Well, I've got
All right, thank you, sir.
I've got my own prep to do, so if I don't see you For the morrow after next. Safe voyage. Find him and bring him back.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Have a good day.
I'll do my damnedest.
All right.
And with that, you
gotta
have
break.
a day and a half before you
We don't
set
need
sail.
to do shopping, but we're gonna get some new clothes, some warm, waterproof clothes, and some ginger, obviously.
Probably got some stuff clothing wise at my house we can see. I don't think we're all that far off on height.
Mm-mm.
All right.
Do you have warm, waterproof clothing? I mean, like,
Probably.
okay. If not, we're gonna get some.
Right.
Whatever it takes, we'll have some.
Right.
All right. Well, we'll go ahead and take a break. When we come back,
Go to dinner.
dinner with the Rents.
Oh, that's right.
Oh my.
So we'll see you in 15. Welcome back.
Yay!
So
Thank
the
you for the
afternoon.
15.
Oh, you're
10
welcome.
is just not long enough.
The afternoon passes fairly uneventfully, and it is approaching sundown. At least you assume so. It's a little hard to see the sun, given that it's still raining.
So we probably went back and took baths and got dressed.
Dug around for clothing suitable for ocean travel.
And dinner at my parents'.
Yeah, that too.
I'm not wearing the armor, but I'm taking my weapon. In case we get jumped in the street.
All right.
I'm just wearing my uniform. Apparently, I'm like big stuff now.
You leave what you think is appropriate time. You make your way through the streets, and you get to your parents' house.
Knock on the door.
Okay.
Never know. When you're an adult and you move out of your parents' house, you knock.
I don't.
It
Well.
depends on your relationship.
Right.
You could be making out. I'm just saying.
Oh, okay.
I was immaculately concepted, by the way. There's no way.
I was not.
No, my parents still kiss in front of us to gross us out. So.
Your
That's
parents are
funny.
cute.
Like, ew.
The door opens, and you see a woman in her. She looks like she's in her early 30s, but you notice the ears that denote that she's elven, and you immediately adjust that estimate up by a century or so. She's about 5'6", slender, blonde hair that she has up in a rather elegant sort of bun. And she just looks at you and says, "Well, your punctuality has not improved."
Oh, ouch.
I grin, wrap her in my arms, and say hello, mother. And
she puts her hand up the back of your head and just hugs you.
but let us get out of the rain.
Oh, yes, I'm so sorry. Please, come in. You must introduce me to your friends.
Mother, these are my dear friends Zorith and Tasha. This is my
And-
mother, Lorana.
I'm...
In Elvish, I say, "Pleased to meet you, ma'am."
Oh, your Elvish is very good.
Thank you.
I say, nice to meet you. And then I look at Tasha and I look back at her mom and then I say it in Elvish too. Cover all bases, apparently.
And Lorana just kind of laughs a little bit. She says in Elvish, "I assumed that you could speak the language, dear."
I nod and just look awkward.
But please, hang up your cloaks and follow me. Dinner is almost ready.
I'll take them and hang them up. Now there's, I presume, some of her work hanging in the house.
Oh, yes. Yeah, you see these beautiful tapestries covering almost every wall of the building.
And I point them out and say they're gorgeous.
Oh, that's very kind.
Oh,
It's-
you make these.
Oh, yes. It's really more of a hobby now.
Very impressive.
Helping Ormond with the shipping business, but occasionally I still do take commissions.
Oh.
But you get to be very picky.
Well, yes. And I suppose that is nice. I do enjoy when I get to the loom, but it's not as often as it used to be. And sometimes I do miss it, but Ormond is very good about giving me opportunity to go back when I do.
We just got back to town.
So I've heard. And you're going to tell us all about where you've been.
All over.
Yes, well.
And we were perfectly safe the entire time.
And the rain is actually the tears of the gods. Tell me another one, daughter.
Could be.
No.
The tears of gods. No?
Your mom's not buying it.
You look lovely, Mother.
Thank you, dear. And so do you. In fact, all three of you look very nice.
Thank you.
You need any help with dinner?
No. No, it's almost ready and they'll bring it in. So, come. Let's be seated. Your father's already there.
What am I going to tell them?
Something something to drink, perhaps. We have wine. We have mead.
I would take some wine. Thank you.
Mead would be lovely.
Oh, excellent.
Tea.
And we have tea.
Thank you.
So she leads you into a room. There's a table. 6 seats around the table. There's only 5 settings. And she leads you in and then peels off and goes through a door. And you see Ormond sitting at the end of the table going through parchments.
Kiss him on the cheek.
Oh.
You better put your work away before Mother comes back.
Yes.
Sit.
Yes, please sit. Did she offer you something to drink?
Yes, she went to get
of course.
Excellent. He shuffles the parchment, kind of looks around and just puts him under his chair.
Some things never change.
Well, the work never stops, and especially with fewer docks to use.
We saw the damage.
Yes. I happened to be at the docks during not the last attack, but the one before, and I saw them myself.
How many were there?
I don't know. I saw at least half a dozen. All different colors. And the one thing the bards never tell you about when they sing about the dragons is the fear. The sight and the presence of those creatures turned even the bravest of men that I know into fleeing, gibbering individuals.
I hope you ran too.
I hid. There was nowhere convenient for me to run.
There's nothing you could have done.
No. And unfortunately, it appears there's nothing the Lord Mayor can do either.
So I don't understand this conscription. There's nothing they can do. They're just...
You're assuming that this is something that's logical.
Yes.
It's just fear-based. The Lord Mayor is trying to think of anything that will save him and his town.
Yes, he is simply hoping that more bows might mean bringing down a dragon. And even if we can only bring down one as they fly over, that would be a huge victory, a huge morale boost. It would make the people of Erma feel like there is something they can do. But even the wizards are having issues.
Straws.
Yes, even the wizards are having issues. Some spells get through, but most spells seem to vanish.
They're resistant.
Yes. They just, well, for lack of a better word, fizzle. I've seen war mages that whose carnage I have witnessed firsthand on other occasions. Their ability to sow destruction, throwing fireballs and lightning bolts, and none of them having any effect.
On all of the dragons are different colors, or just right now nobody knows?
Oh, we know. Red, black, blue. Someone said they saw a white.
But you don't know which ones are having the magic fizzle on them?
All of them.
Okay.
They're magical creatures.
But all the same, like the fire, they're all resistant to the fire?
Yes. Well, they're all seemingly resistant to magic. I would say 1 out of every 10 spells thrown actually occurred. The rest were thrown, and their effects never manifested. So something needs
That's
to
not
happen.
good numbers.
Something needs to change. We desperately need the sense that we have some agency in this, that we're not just victims waiting to be incinerated or melted. And so the Lord Mayor is doing everything he can. He has petitioned the tower for additional aid. He has called upon the Sanctum and the Citadel to send more clergy. He even went so far as to contact Greensboro and request rangers and druids come and aid the city. So I give him some props. He's doing all he can, but there are some things I think are more harmful than helpful, and this conscription is one of them.
Well,
I lost 3 of my workers from the warehouse before I found out what was going on and put a stop to it.
He needs the city's still going to need supplies. He can't.
That was the argument that I made. That and the fact that as a noble in the city, it is his duty to contact us and request our aid, not to simply abscond with our people. Ormond, enough. You see your mother walk back in with a tray of drinks.
Mother,
Yes, dear.
you're, I'm going to put this delicately, don't take offense. You're older than the rest of us.
Yes, dear.
Have you ever heard stories of metallic dragons?
Other than the dragon kin that have emerged since the First War, no. But I know that it has been surmised that such creatures could exist based on the variations in dragon kin that have emerged.
And that they might have been good dragons.
I would have an objection to that phrase. I do not know that there is such a thing as a good dragon.
Okay.
Dragons,
Not an
by
evil.
their very nature, are chaos and destruction incarnate.
What if that wasn't always true?
So we're
Then-
off to.
Then I would question what use such stories would be now, when
Because
the ones we have to
they're
deal
still
with.
right, but if we could find the good dragons and they were willing to come help us stop these dragons,
All right, supposing that there are such creatures, how would you convince them to help, and why have they not already done so?
that's what we have to find out.
Well, it is an interesting literary diversion, perhaps.
The only people that we know of that might have lore of that time is actually partly why we're going after the Black Parrot. We're trying to track down the Susaran.
Wait, what? I haven't told her anything, so you're going to need to start from the beginning. Yes, that
Oh,
would
go
be
the end.
helpful. So you don't have to. You don't have to do it in character, but just tell me what you tell her.
So I would tell her that I'm leaving out Viessa connection. That we were asked to go do some investigating in Thunder's Edge, and we traveled there. And I would tell them that we met the Susaran outside Costed's Way on our way. That we went through the Everwood.
Yeah, when you mention the Susaran, your mother makes a face, but she doesn't interrupt you.
They were very kind. And we went through the Everwood. And then a little bit about our time in Thunder's Edge. And I trust them so that we were able to root out some Jogravan plots. And that we won over Lord Tremaine. right? Is that his name? Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And that from there we went up to Romani Keep, and then found out that we should get home pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So-
Do you mention Wiggy at all?
By name?
Yeah.
I don't know. Would that come up? I mean, I'm sure we're all telling this story, but
I'm just
I
trying
guess,
to.
I mean,
I'm
we
just trying
talked
to get a
about
sense.
like some of the characters that we met there.
I would not name people.
Probably.
That's just
I
me
mean,
personally. You know me. I'm tight-lipped about all the information that we give.
I would probably mention Athgar, but I don't know that I would mention, because I'm trying to keep Viessa out, and I know
Right.
Wiggy is connected to Viessa, so probably not.
Would you mention Ariakis? Would you mention Aloric? Would you mention? The
We can
Bakers?
mention Aloric.
The Bakers.
Yeah, Lorik, and I mean, like
And the
Athgar and
Bakers.
like Arilakis and stuff. Probably, I mean, the people in the Rakiliad and all that we met. Yeah, I would leave out Wiggy and anything connected to Viessa.
Okay.
Oh, BA. Yeah. You have to tell them about
Oh
BA.
yeah, in Romani Keep, I totally tell them about BA because
Yeah.
that was fun. The Lord Abbot made us dinner.
And he made us pie.
Your dad is getting a kick out of all of this. He's clearly enjoying the stories, and he chuckles a few times. Your mom is mostly just, intense listening face.
And I'm going to rewind to the beginning of the story. I would let them know that I passed my trials.
Oh yeah.
I see.
And was accepted as a paladin.
Then, if I may ask some questions now. Did you have all of your belongings with you when you departed the Caesarean?
Yes, in fact, we left with more than we came with because they gave us gifts.
Well, one person gave us gifts.
Mother Tasha, yes, gave us gifts.
Tell me about this Mother Tasha.
Ooh, I tell her all about Mother Tasha and how interesting
And
she
her
was.
full name, because we have her name. I have it in my other book, but
And I show them my loot.
Sure do have her name. All right. What is it? Mother Tasha Prunatiel. Tasha Prunatiel. And Erman Varzana.
When you bring the loot out, Tasha,
Oh.
you see Ormond just kind of goes, "That's beautiful." And you see Lorana, like, there's a look on her face you don't quite know how to interpret. Aribelle, you know that what you're seeing is one of the rare expressions of sadness, almost of grief.
is it Elvish made?
May I see it for a moment?
I hand it over.
And she looks at it and inspects it, turns it around, and says, "May I?"
Yes.
Absolutely.
And she places her fingers on the fretboard and strums. It's a little out of tune, but she adjusts her fingers and strums again, and it's better. And she says, "I have not seen an instrument like this since I was very, very young. She hands it back.
I thought she was about to say that it was hers from like way back. I was like, oh, no wonder she doesn't trust the Cesaran.
One wonders how this Tasha came into possession of such an instrument. This would have been the instrument of a high minstrel in one of the houses of Tharinoch.
Tasha is Elvish.
Indeed.
Wasn't she? Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause that's why Aramin was.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
He was Elvish.
what would you estimate her age at?
She's the oldest elf I've ever seen. I mean, she looked aged.
Goodness.
She was elven, but also she actually had wrinkles, so very old.
Yes, that does not happen until well into an elf's 3rd century. Perhaps 4th.
That's why we're hoping if we can find them again, she might know stories of the dragons.
If she is able to remember. One of
She
the
seems to know a lot.
one of this effects of the shattering on our people was that we lost our memories of what had occurred before. We, the rock folk, all the races with longer lifespans, whatever happened caused such devastation that it wasn't just a physical or magical effect on the world. There was an effect on people's minds and their recollections of what had occurred before the shattering were made very dim, if at all could be recalled. So do not put your hopes too high that this Tasha will remember. If she does, it will be fragments only.
Well, we don't know where they go, right? There's lots of where the Susaran live.
They are travelers. They live in their wagons.
Yes.
They seem to vanish. And you can't track them magically.
Well, that would make sense.
So
That would explain how they are able to escape pursuit after they have
allegedly.
after they have worn out their welcome in a particular community.
We didn't see any evidence of anything like that. They were kind. They offered us a meal.
Well, yes, apparently they wanted something from you. So they were kind and generous. That is the nature of all.
I
who
don't
would
think they
prey on
took anything
others.
from us.
They didn't take anything from us.
They
And
didn't.
they actually-
They gave us things.
They asked for nothing in return.
Don't be prejudiced.
I am not
The-
prejudiced. I am simply
Based on stories.
I am simply telling you what I have heard firsthand from people who have had dealings with them.
Well, they only asked that we come back and see them again. And wished nothing from us.
We had a wonderful time.
Told us lovely stories, and
I danced for hours.
you did.
Well,
I learned new songs.
let us just say this is the first happy and positive retelling of an encounter with the Cesaran that I have heard. So I will add it to my collection of tales of the Wanderers, and
Yes.
will consider that perhaps they are not always unwelcome. Now, I do have a question. And Aribelle, you see this slight arching of your mom's right eyebrow, and you know what's coming. She's noticed something. Something clicked. And she's about to ask about something that maybe she shouldn't. And you see your dad just kind of go, and she says, and she looks away from you and looks at Zorith and says, so tell me more about this Adoric.
Mother.
Ooh.
Let's just say that I noticed a certain familiar expression come across your friend's face when you mentioned his name.
Mother.
It's nice. He likes me. I don't know
He's
how
a
to
tiefling.
reciprocate.
A tiefling.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's unusual.
Mm-hmm.
But he's nice, you say.
Mm-hmm.
Very kind. He's been a good friend to all of us.
I confess I have not much experience with the tieflings.
There's good ones and bad ones, just like anybody else.
But they are so savage looking.
Actually, I find them rare.
That they are.
Lorik's very handsome and charming.
And nice.
I think I would like to meet this nice tiefling.
Well,
Potentially, it can happen.
in a while, Lord Tremaine is actually building us a teleportation circle at the home he gifted us
And
so that we can travel there.
you hear and your dad
Oh, you chatted your die.
yeah, your dad kind of goes he's what?
Well, he gifted us a home in gratitude for our service to the city, and
kind
so
of
that we
earned
can
it.
travel easily. He's having the wizards build us a teleportation circle. So in a couple of months, we'll be able to travel easily to the edge and back.
We did fend off some Jagravanin.
And we're kind of
Yes,
like
you mentioned that.
extremely close friends with his son.
We're kind of a big deal.
The Athgar?
I don't say that, but yeah.
That was his
Athgar.
name?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. He's a bard.
Sounds
And
like
a decent one.
Sounds like a promising young lad. It was kind of you to take him under your wing.
He just needed to get out a little bit. That's all.
It's
His
hard.
father was holding him a little too close.
I know nothing about what that's like. and you
It's
see,
hard going
you
against
see,
their expectations.
you see Lorana look at Ormond and go, "Hush." And he just chuckles.
Not everyone is as fortunate as I have been.
That is true. Well, it sounds like you have had a very interesting time. Sounds like you
We
made
have.
some good friends.
We did.
We definitely have.
Well, next time I find cause to set up shipping to Thunder's Edge, I may have to take a trip down there myself.
It's been a long time since you've been there, right?
Quite a while, probably 15 years. I don't believe the Lord had a son. Or if he did, I hadn't heard of it.
He would
Maybe-
be quite young. I mean,
Yes, maybe
he would have been young.
a baby, perhaps. I don't know. I
Oh,
didn't,
Athgar's in his 20s.
yeah, I didn't have much contact with anyone outside the merchants area. I was never allowed into the inner part of the city.
Oh, well, if we're there when you go, then we can take you in because we're allowed in now.
Mm. I think I should like to see that. Is your man Aloric, is his establishment outside or inside?
It's outside.
It's a wonderful inn. The baths are
Ooh, the bats are awesome.
very good.
Baths, you say? Civilization in the midst of a barbarian city.
Oh,
Not very barbarian-like at all. I mean, the attitude maybe of the inner and outer enclave, but
They're the fanciest barbarians I've ever seen.
Yes, they're different than the ones we meet from Belinamard. They're more serious about it.
if you do get to come with us, there are many places I'd like you to see. I think you'd enjoy them. The Everwood, I think, would be fun for you
Is
to
it-
see all of the interesting variations.
Is it truly as strange as the stories make it out to be?
more.
Well, I'm not certain that sounds like fun.
Magic is very strange there.
It's beautiful.
Oh, I am certain of that.
The walking bushes. Yeah.
Tell her about the shrubs and my feather beard.
You actually see her smile and kind of put a hand up. I imagine that was a sight. But this is something that any of you have experience with before?
Magic?
This
Wild magic,
the
yeah.
wildness.
Zori.
good. So you had someone there who could help you
Yes.
cope with the effects.
Yes.
I must admit, I do not think I would have been as understanding as you are with the shrubberies.
They were so sweet.
Well, it speaks very well of you and your companions, my dear, that you were actually able to see them for what they were instead of simply something to be feared.
Well, my
I mean,
look on the world is a result of the two of you. So I think you would have done fine.
there are scary things in the Everwood. I mean, there's bugbears. They're just a different color.
Really?
Like bright lemon colored yellow.
Bugbears are pink, or the centaurs are pink.
Are they
I don't
pink?
know.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't say that
Take
sounds...
the teleportation route versus going to the Everwood.
Yeah, we'll
But
I think a lemon-colored raptor,
oh,
pink bugbears, cotton candy
Bugbears.
pink, by the way. I think if you were able to go see some of the places that we went, you would enjoy them.
Well, perhaps we will see. And perhaps we can go. Perhaps I can come with you the next time you decide to go. Of course. I'd be happy to take you on any of the trips with me. Well, yes, I know, but most of the trips that you have sound, no offense, dear, boring. Well, that's largely because they are, but it's business. Yes, I know.
it's been good to travel and have new friends, new family.
Yes, I can see that it has been good for you. You carry less storm on your brow than you did when last I saw you. And that does my heart good.
Mine too.
Well, this has been a wonderful evening. I am so pleased that you could come and that I could meet your friends.
Next time we're here, Zorith's brother should be with us. He's our other companion. He's off taking care of some business at the moment. But
Gallivanting.
Aramet will be delighted to meet you.
Well, we
He's-
look forward to that.
He'll want some Elvish stories. Mother, he and Zori been on their own for a long time. Their parents were in, I can't say it, Faxolthun.
Fath talk soon.
Their parents were in Tathtoxun.
Oh. I am so sorry.
Mm. They might still be there and alive. Who knows?
And that is possible. Well, I will certainly be happy to impart what tales I may.
Excellent. Thank you.
All right. Well, this was good. I'm glad that you stopped by today. I'm glad you were able to come.
We'll be heading out day after tomorrow
Understood. And,
with a very unhappy captain.
yes.
Can't imagine how that happened.
You make new friends today?
No, not at all. But I was able to help Eldridge commission the rescue and secure passage for the three of you.
Yeah, I'm not telling
Thank
him about
you.
your daughter.
No, I
Nope.
did not mention that either.
No, because he doesn't seem to like you very much at the moment.
He doesn't like the idea of, as he put it, land rats on his ship.
Ooh. Well, I was gonna say we're gonna grow on him, but now I'm not sure I want to.
Well,
But to be honest, I've been called worse.
I've heard that he is a good captain.
They all say that.
I've heard that he
Wow.
has the respect of his crew. They don't
Oh.
all say that.
That's true.
that's true.
Well, if we are useful, then we'll earn his respect.
I believe that's the best you can hope for. But he is a good captain and he is powerful in his own right.
We'll stay out of the way.
What ship will you be on?
The Sea Devil?
Oh. They're anticipating trouble.
No,
Well,
likely.
I mean, I'd say there's a good chance of that. It seems to follow us.
The Sea Devil is not overly large, but still three-masted, quick, and well-armed.
Well, that's good.
We'll let you know when we get back.
Please do. Come, my dear. I will walk you to the door. Kiss your father.
I do.
And he folds you into a big hug.
I'll tell you all the real stories later.
Deal.
Kiss him on the cheek.
All right. So, your mother leads you back to the door. She very lightly puts her hands on your shoulders, Zorith, and leans in and gives you a light kiss on both cheeks.
Don't know what to say. Thank you.
It was a pleasure meeting you, and I look forward to seeing you again and meeting your brother.
Thank you.
I
Mm.
think you are in good company.
I think so too. Meeting her was, well, meeting both of them was kind of meant to be.
I can see that. And she holds her hand out to Tasha and clasps it with her other hand and says, "Please watch over this one and my daughter.
I always do.
It was an honor meeting you, Lieutenant Commander."
Ah. Please just call me Tasha.
Very well. And you, my dear. I'm pleased, honestly, to hear that you have had such experiences. They have done you good.
And I've never been in danger once, I promise. And I give her a kiss.
She kind of smiles softly and kisses you on both cheeks. I am certain that you weren't. Or at least that you would not want to worry your mother.
Never.
Travel well, return safely.
Don't give Papa too hard of a time.
It keeps him on his toes.
Yes, but you have many, many advantages.
Of course. That's why it's fun. Good
I'll see you
night.
soon.
Good night, dog.
Your parents are nice.
And we walk away.
And we walk home. Carefully.
All right.
Watch it. Make sure we don't get jumped in an alley again.
Right?
Make perception check as you walk home.
We all are. Although I see nothing.
Wow.
29.
15.
9.
Zorith is walking along going, "Oh, it's raining."
I'm going, it's raining. Oh, and as I stumble over like boxes and stuff in the street.
And Aribelle, you're too focused on trying to help Zorith not fall on her face in the mud.
Boy.
And Tasha, you're walking along and you happen to glance in between a couple buildings on the left as you're walking. And you catch a glimpse of a figure pacing you.
Wait until I get, and I go straight from.
Okay, say that again
Nope.
because you broke up.
I wait until I get to a corner,
Mm-hmm.
and then I turn straight towards him.
All right.
We follow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see that she's turned away from the route back to Aribelle's house.
We follow.
I trust Tasha, so.
All right. Make another perception check.
Everybody?
Nope, just Tasha.
24.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. You see a figure crouched in the shadow next to a building.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, he's doing a horrible job of it. He
Garen.
rolled a 1 on his hide check. On his stealth check.
You can't see me behind this thing.
Oh.
And you see that it's Garen.
Darren.
And he's just sitting there.
Even we saw him and we weren't even looking.
Well, you see her looking very pointedly in a direction, and you both kind of you're breaking up again.
That was weird sounding.
Yeah. All right. Try it again.
What you doing, dork? I say it. I walk right up to him and whisper in his ear, "What you doing, dork?"
Well, you walk up to him, and he's kind of like, "Oh shit," and he's like, "Hi."
Have you been following us?
Yeah.
Why?
Why wouldn't you
was
just...
told to?
By who?
We're not like supposed to chase you back there again, are we?
Okay.
No. I'm just supposed to, keep an eye on you.
For our own
all right.
safety or others?
No, but basically, well, you know who figures that there was already one bandit watching your place. So
Okay.
if you're gonna get attacked, I'm supposed to let her know.
Oh,
Alright.
okay. Not help.
That's fine.
Well,
You-
I'm supposed to let her know so she can send help. I'm not gonna help. I don't
Of
get
course
paid that
not.
much.
Oh, yeah. Of course.
Besides, you look like you can handle yourselves.
I think so. But tell, your boss you said thanks.
Oh, yeah, sure. I can do that.
All right.
I put a hand on his shoulder.
No.
Yeah.
And he looks up at you and just goes,
Don't say it.
I
Don't say it.
I mean,
There's
no.
some donuts at the house.
there's donuts.
"You too?"
You're kind of skinny.
Yeah, on purpose.
Mhm.
Fat thieves don't sneak through cracks.
Well, you're not doing very well sneaking.
Ooh.
I'm getting
You
better.
didn't- Oh, okay.
He's young. He's learning his trade. Give him a break.
Be careful so that the bandits don't spot you and take you out before you can get help.
They'll have to catch me.
He's very fast.
And I've gotten faster.
Mm. Are you sure?
It
you're
helps to
eating
be
tonight,
skinny when you're being fast.
Mhm.
Anyway, see you, kid. And I leave.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to
Careful.
embarrass him further.
Garen,
Nah.
be careful.
Always.
though? We have donuts at the house if you want one.
Oh,
Oh my god.
I walk away.
You hear in this low growl as you walk away,
I don't get paid enough for this.
"Not hungry."
He's got to be hungry at least once. One of these times.
He is never going to accept that offer
Garen?
from you guys.
Garen,
Ever.
Garen,
Oh my god, you guys are awful.
You turn around, you don't see him anymore.
Yeah, he's gone. Come on, you guys. Let's go
totally
back to the
ask
house.
for a raise if you have to follow us around.
I come
Well, I will
back.
say this: I
You
like
guys.
Garen better than DS, and I really don't like him. He doesn't.
You're horrible.
He's-
Start
he's-
eating a donut with me.
He's just a kid from the wrong side of the tracks, you know.
No, she got a little soft spot for this poor kid.
Nah. Poor kid with a chip on his shoulder, about 800 pounds.
Yeah, well, probably
An
reminds
opportunity.
Dory of young airmen, I'm guessing.
Who needs to eat? Right.
All right.
Oh, we
Well,
head
you-
back to the house.
Make it the rest of the way back, no problem.
Good. I guess we sleep now and
Pack and things tomorrow and
yeah.
be ready to go to the docks the day after.
Yep.
All right. And, yeah, that's a perfect place to stop for the evening.
All right.
Oh wow. Okay.
So early.
Yeah, well, when you come to a good stopping point...
Yes.
Before a big starting point.
Well, and
yes.
some of us have been up since 4:30, I think, right, in it? Or you got on the road, right? Or you got up at 4:30?
No, I got up at 4:30. I left at 5:30.
Well,
Yeah, you deserve a nap.
yeah. Early to bed tonight.
Yep.
Follow your mother's suit and go to bed.
All right.
All right.
We will
Yay.
pick this back up next Tuesday night. Hopefully we'll have a little bit more stable connection. This has been a nightmare all night.
Sorry.
But I will continue to try to figure out what in the hell is going on. So far, everything I've found to do, I've done, and it doesn't seem to make any difference. So I'll keep looking. But in the meantime, we will be back tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern U.S. time, when Nikki and I will once again don our superhero costumes.
I got the spandex.
Yep. And we're headed for a new part of town. And
Ooh.
part of what we'll need to decide is which new part of town we want to go to. And we have some options. So,
Oh, I did choose to be good, by the way. We're not villains. We're good guys.
yep.
You definitely went the hero side, not the rogue side.
Although the rogue side is fun too.
They're snake people.
Well, yes, you don't like that, but
I don't like the rogue isles as much as
well, no. I just
You're
played
hilarious.
through the oh god, where is it? The third place with Emperor Cole.
Praetoria.
Yes, that's it.
Praetoria is kind of cool.
I just ran a character through that because I haven't done that in probably a decade.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So,
So crazy.
yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, pretty much what's going to happen is that Dextericity's going to go hero and Electrocity's going to go vigilante.
Yeah, Vigilante's fine because then you can go to both. But
Yep.
like doing the two starting levels and the rogue isles, I don't like.
Although one of my absolute favorite mission arcs is in the Rogue Isles. And that's the radio missions.
Oh yeah, those are fun.
Oh my god, I love that. I actually went so far as to voice all of them.
I remember
So,
that.
Yeah. So you can listen, you know.
Oh.
Radio free opportunity.
Yeah.
It's so much fun.
We'll get Nikki hooked someday.
Yeah, we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. But anyway, we'll be doing that tomorrow night.
Yay!
7:30 p.m. Eastern U.S. time, and then we have midweek off because 3 of the 4 of us are on a radio show on Thursday nights.
We're busy.
Yeah,
We'll be
and
busy.
then I've Nikki's got a radio show Friday night. I've got a radio show Sunday morning. So, yeah, we got
We're
we
busy
got
till
other stuff.
Sunday.
Yep. But then, come Sunday, 3 p.m., we start another week of programming here. So
Woo!
the schedule is up on our website, artifactsworldswide.com. Check it out. We hope you'll join us for them. Thanks very much to all of you who joined us this evening. Thank you for hassling through the tech difficulties. I swear to you, I'm trying to figure it out. But that's the problem when you're game master and world creator and tech director. There's a lot to do. So I'm still working on it.
Yeah, and none of us are competent to take on the tech part. So
The what?
Yeah.
Proper what?
So
Hashtag internet in small towns.
yes. Yes.
So,
Again, thank you for watching. We really appreciate it. Remember, stay
we
safe.
do.
Stay sane. Please wear your mask.
Tell your friends about
especially if you live in
Yes.
Texas and you have an idiot governor,
Oh my god. Okay. Yeah.
I'll tell you.
Yeah. That's just whole worlds of dumb. But
Yep.
what are you gonna do?
Be
Wear
safe.
your mask anyway.
Yep. Wear your mask. I plan on wearing mine even after I get vaccinated, just because
You
I'm
can
used to it
still
now.
carry the virus even if you are vaccinated.
Right.
So
Yep.
wear your masks.
Right. So, and please come back and join us next Tuesday night at
Yes.
7:30 p.m. Eastern U.S. time as we set sail on the Sea Devil in search of the Black Parrot.
Ooh.
And
I'm excited.
We'll welcome you back to the lands of Aecathan. Good night, everybody.
Night.